Hey, it's Niko.
Hey, I'm just finishing my hair. Come in.
Thank you.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Did you just move in?
No. Why?
All your stuff is new. Some even still have tags on.
Yeah, well, I like things clean.
I can see that. But, everything is new.
Yeah, I'm kind of obsessed with cleanliness. Things get on my nerves and I just throw them out. OCD or something?
Oh,
So, where are you taking me?
you look good.
Aw, thanks.
I don't know. I'm new here. I thought maybe we could go to the, fun fair.
Yeah, great! Let's go! Love the fun fair. Actually, we call it, carnival here. Just a little difference. Whoop-de-doo!
Calculating route.
So, Michelle, what do you like to do?
What do you like to do?
Come on, I asked you first.
I like to keep active, I guess. Sports, working out, things like that. I'd like to know about you, though. See the places you hang out.
Yeah, maybe another time.
Yeah, who do I hang out with? I've been in Liberty City for like less than a day. I hang out with my cousin and all the people he owes money. But yeah, now that I know what ends up happening with Michelle, as I've known for years, obviously, but every time I play this game now, I read every single one of her lines with the actual intent behind them. I'm sure you can guess where it's going if you have never seen this game or don't know its plot or what's going to happen with Michelle. But I mean, I'm sure you can probably guess, and I'm sure most of the people watching this already, know about all of that. This game's been out for a good while. In fact, on April 29th, that will be the 12th anniversary of this game's release, and I do think, since this is the Monday, Wednesday, Friday LP, I do think that I'll be putting one of them on there. And boy, I just love going on a nice leisurely stroll with my gal into the bowling alley. With the, obviously incredibly phallic bowling balls and bowling pin logo that is just traditional of GTA, is just having everything be sexual innuendos. And, I find that funny for the most part, because, cocks are funny. Penises are funny. I don't know what you want me to do about that. But on the other hand, and in San Andreas, how everything with a number is 69, Area 69 and everything, that's funny because 69, it's the sex number, LMAO. On the other hand, in parts of GTA 5, there are parts where, instead of being incisive or funny, as this franchise does, is able to be sometimes they just go for the stupid sex joke, and it's kind of annoying. Anyway, here we get to the real meat of this game. This is the part of the game that is really, the whole point, and that is bowling. A lot of huff has been made, especially around the time this game came out, and sometime during this LP I'd like to do, later on, once we've gotten through all of the introductory stuff, and, when we're working for the mobsters, and all the things that are happening in the missions don't really have anything to do with the story or anything, it's just fucking, you're doing work for people who are just uninteresting, and they are just powerful people in New York. I'm sorry, Liberty City. Maybe around then, I think that's when I'll get to go on these. I might segue back into post-commentary, as I'm in right now, as I said, for the next couple parts. but I will go back to live commentary. I will go to live commentary soon, but I might go back to post to do some talking about, what happened when this game came out, because this was actually an incredibly controversial game when it came out, as most GTA games are. But this one, in many ways, was the culmination of a lot of the video games cause real world violence debate that raged for much of the late 90s and throughout the 2000s. That seems to have mostly gone away. But yeah, and I almost never watch the opponent's shot when I'm playing these bowling games, but I thought I would just, give Michelle a little bit of screen time here. But yeah, a lot of huff was made around the release of this game that it was a quote-unquote murder simulator, and that all this game is, and all the GTA franchise is just, beating up hookers and, shooting cops and all that stuff. But what it's really about is bowling. All of the stuff in the series is just backdrop to the real story, which is, a humble European immigrant comes to America, the land of opportunity, and is able to engage with both his girlfriends and with his cousin in the amazing American pastime of bowling.
What do you do?
Come on, I asked first.
I work with Mallory. What do you do, exactly?
You're a hard girl to talk to, Michelle.
I guess you're not used to talking to American women.
I guess.
Every once in a while, Michelle will just, when she's following you, she'll just start walking in another direction for a minute and then come back, and it's like, why do you do that? Why is the AI like that? Why wouldn't it just follow me in a straight line? You saw her at the bottom of the screen there, just veering to the right. So close to hitting that fucking cop. This whole thing would have been for naught, because I'm pretty sure as soon as you get a wanted level with Michelle, the whole date is fucked and you have to do it all over again.
There's nothing else about Liberty City, then?
Also, if you drive too recklessly, people who saw my first LP of this game all the way back in 2013 will note that we really got off to a hilarious start, because on my first attempt for this mission, the first date, Michelle got scared. I don't even know what I was doing. I didn't think I was driving particularly recklessly, but Michelle got scared and jumped out of the moving car and died, and I had to do the whole date over again. Good times. Didn't have that, wasn't so lucky this time, and I didn't want to make it happen knowingly. I feel like if anything like that is going to happen in this run, then it's got to be natural, got to be fresh.
I'll give you a call.
Please do, Niko. See you soon.
So yeah, now we can date Michelle, and later on we'll be able to date other people. It's kind of surprising. This game is different from other GTA games in that they get you started on the girlfriend stuff before they even give you a gun. Most GTA games, you're shooting someone within the first hour of gameplay, and I think we may be shooting our first people in this video, maybe, but I don't even think so.
You got some titties out. Maybe then your betrayal will be worthwhile. You have nice titties, yes?
You're an animal, Roman.
I've never gone to get Roman, immediately. Because he always calls you before your date with Michelle. After you've set the date, but also, before you go to it. And I just usually just do the date with Michelle because I want to get it over with. But there he is. He spawns at different hospitals depending on where in Bohan you are, or Broker. That's what this is. I forget. So The boroughs in this game are Broker, Bohan, Algonquin, and Alderney. And I know there's another one that's supposed to be like Queens, but it's not really like a whole its own thing. Alderney is supposed to be like Staten Island / Virginia, fucking New Jersey, I think. Algonquin is Manhattan, and then I think Broker is supposed to be Brooklyn, and Bohan might be Queens, or maybe it's supposed to be the Bronx. I don't know. Someone who knows things about New York can tell me which one's supposed to be which, or I could look on the fucking Wikipedia site for this game, but whatever. But yeah, those are the main ones. And yeah, we picked up Roman from the hospital. It's all good. I was gonna say something, but now I forget. As I said in the last one, I do hope that during this LP I can, I always try to, in my commentary in these LPs, try to add a little bit more than just, my reactions to whatever is happening in the game. And I mean, like, even if we didn't get Michelle jumping out of the car right away in this run through this game, we did, I'm certain we will have some bullfuckery. I mean, honestly, if I remember correctly, there's going to be some in this video later on, which is why I want to switch to live commentary after, we've sort of gotten all of this establishment stuff out of the way. I love this. I love how... I just wanted to test out, you take Roman to the depot and don't move at all, and now somehow he is over by the L train. But I try to add something to these LPs where I, try to talk about the story of the game or the circumstances around the game and just, what can we take from them? What's this game trying to say? Because I'm all for... I like video games just for being fun, but I also think that they're interesting as a medium. I think that they're unique, and I've talked about this a bunch. People who have, watched all my stuff, they're hearing this for the millionth time. But, I think video games are a unique medium from anything else, and I think they have unique properties for storytelling and for experience. And I want to think about them when I'm going through these games, especially ones like this where I guess I would call this a game that I played in my childhood. I wasn't quite a child anymore. I was like a teenager when I played this game, because I didn't play it right when it came out. I played it a few years after. But I mean, still when I was, younger. So anyway, yeah, so this part, you're supposed to beat them up, but I just like taking things a hardcore way and just hitting them with the car. I also just think it's funnier. Because it is. I mean, look, it's silly.
If I wasn't a pacifist, I'd stick it to you.
My bad.
See, like, that's way more satisfying than just punching them. We'll be doing some punching in a minute, though. Don't you worry.
You all right, cousin?
Yeah, fine. Fucking loan sharks, man. If one more of these gangsters tries to... Speaking of shitheads, here's Darden. Come on, my car is over there. Let's get him. You drive. I don't feel so good. Get in! These guys think that they're better than me. They think they can fuck me around and beat me up because there are more of them. Not any longer. Me and you, Niko. Me and you are going to show them fucking dirt and smashing my fucking stuff. Who does he think he is? Just some fucking petty Albanian hood. If I wanted to buy a stolen TV, I go to Darden. Who does he think he's fucking with? Bellic Enterprises, that's who. We're going to the top, Niko. The top!
For now, let's just try to survive, cousin.
Niko's voice is so funny. Someone should do like a fuck count for this game's script. I feel like there'd be a lot. I believe there's a Wikipedia page of all of the movies that have the use of the word fuck like more than 100 times. Big Lebowski's up there. I think it's got like 280 something. The most by far is the documentary called Fuck, which is about the word fuck, and they say it like 600 times or something, but yeah, I feel like that's kind of cheating. I think maybe Wolf of Wall Street has the most fucks. And then I know that the South Park movie supposedly has the most just like vulgar words, like not just fucks, but like all sort of like, you know, R-rated words. I don't really know how you'd quantify that though, because it's not like there's a, you know, hard and fast metric for the badness of words. So what I was trying to do here was, so the dude's up here and you're supposed to hit him, and you can see the moment here where inspiration strikes. You can drive up stairs much better in this game than you can in 5. Not as good as you can in San Andreas. Man, sometimes playing GTA games just makes me wish that San Andreas multiplayer was still good. But anyway, I tried in vain for a couple of minutes to try and get the car up there, because I thought it would be funny if I could get it up here and then just like knock him out of the window of this warehouse with his own car. Like, that would be so funny. And I also wouldn't have to get stabbed. But, also, it keeps saying tap A to dodge and then press Y or B to disarm. And I did that exact, like, series of things, and I just was punching him, so I don't know what that's about. Usually, if you knock him like that, then these things will break. It didn't do that for some reason. Yeah, stay down, fucker. Just do a little hop for good measure, and then let's push the glass. I love punching these. A lot of the sound effects in this game are very satisfying. I can overlook a lot of flaws in a game, like, you know, the missions not being very varied, or the characterization and story not making much sense. I can look over a lot of those things, or like the vehicle controls being floaty and weird. I can overlook a lot of that for stuff just like, you know, smashing up the cars is fun. There are sound effects that are nice and crunchy and crispy, and then I just like them. You know, like, as morbid as this sounds, in GTA 5, hitting people with your car just isn't as satisfying. It's not as funny. First of all, it's more realistic, which just makes it kind of upsetting. Because, you know, you just see... I don't know, it's just not as good. But it also, like, stops your car a little bit, and it's not as cartoony. Like, you can just, like, send people flying, like, ragdolling, and it's just so comical and not real looking in this game. And just the sound effect is so, like, it's just so funny. And it's better than San Andreas, where if you hit people, then they just fall on their backs and they make like a weird crunch sound, and I don't know, it's not as fun. So this game, if one of your favorite things, Roman just humping the car, if one of your favorite things about GTA is just ramming into people, then this is the game for you. Let's park this right here.
Come on, Patty. Forget about the fat serf.
Lads, shuts up.
But he's a serf, and you're a countess. Talking about serfs.
Oh, hey, Niko.
Where's Rome?
Good question.
Hey, Yoko, your dumb cousin isn't here. Go get me a coffee.
What?
Get me a fucking coffee! Come on, I'll get you one. What? You keep staring at me. I'll burst one of your eyeballs. Gorgeous, this guy's a fucking creep.
Give him a break. He's new in the country.
I can see that. Did you walk here from 1985?
Yeah.
Excellent. Now stop fucking staring at me. I mean, I know I'm good looking and everything, but come on.
Hey, Mallory. Hey, man.
About time.
Vladdy boy, what's going on?
Roman boy, you tell me what's going on.
Nice aftershave. What is that? Sex pest?
No, it's where is my fucking money?
I had it. I had some of it. Then those Albanians you said you would deal with came and smashed my computer.
So it's my fault?
I didn't say that.
Good.
Anyway, Niko dealt with him. Broke Darden's arm, then beat up a couple more. Then we teach them a real lesson.
Is that so? I tell you what, while you don't pay, maybe you and Niko can do me few favors.
Sure.
Good.
Why not?
Later, Vlad.
What?
The phone's ringing.
Hey. Yeah. Okay. No, I can't do it. My cousin will do it. Yes, he can drive. No, he's not a cop. His name is Niko. You'll be right over. Niko, sorry to ask, cousin. Can you go pick up Jermaine, one of my regulars? He's over on Rotterdam Hill on Mohawk Avenue.
Whatever.
What was this all about?
Niko came in looking for you, and Vlad told him to get him a fucking coffee, and Niko didn't want to.
Coffee? What was he thinking?
I know.
So yeah, this is just another cab ride thing. That's most of the first, like, 2 hours of this game, is just picking up people, and they're like, hey, do you want to know how to do one of the mechanics of the video game? And then he goes like, yeah. And then you do it. So, yeah, we're picking up Jermaine. This is the mission that teaches you how to get away from cops. In case you're a big nerd and you've been playing GTA for more than 30 minutes and you haven't angered any police officers yet. Now, speaking of, you know, silly things happening in this game, when I was playing through the beginning of this game, just to, you know, re-familiarize myself with the beginning of the game, as I usually do when I start a new LP, I alerted the cops almost immediately after picking up Jermaine, and I had to lose my wanted level, then go to the thing we're going to go to that makes your wanted level go up anyway, and then lose it again. And that did not happen this time, but this mission did not go as planned, and you'll see how in just a moment.
Trust me.
He told me about you. You're Niko, right? The hotshot ladies man cruising around the Mediterranean, breaking hearts and making millions?
Yeah, I traded in the yacht for this cab. That's exactly the kind of bullshit I can imagine Roman making up. You've got to give him credit for his imagination.
Yeah, you got it. I had a feeling you sounded too good to be true. The question is, are you willing to get your hands dirty?
This is the first time I ever saw what Jermaine looks like. He's just like, oh, well, I'm not going there, I guess. I kind of wanted to follow him and see where he would go, but probably get boring after a while.
Hey, Roman. Sorry about this, but your cab got trashed.
Niko, how come you trash my cab, but you never trash those tanks you drive back home? This is real bad, man.
Are you a cop? You gotta tell me if you're a cop. That's the law.
Actually, I don't think I would have to tell you if I was a cop. That's just some bullshit the cops circulate to trick people into doing deals with them.
Facts.
No, I tried to join the LCPD.
Yeah.
I'm Niko, Roman's cousin.
When? What? When did he try to join the LCPD? I don't remember that being a thing.
Driving me to pick up a load of hot parts?
You shouldn't have said that, Jermaine. I have grounds to arrest you now.
That's a joke, right? A funny fucking joke. You should let your cousin stick to the jokes. That door isn't meant to be open. Wait here while I take a look.
Wee woo. So yeah, that's how this is supposed to go. I kind of like that second conversation that they did between Jermaine and Niko better than the original one. But yeah, so... Fucking cop! Yeah. So, 2 ways that this could be avoided if I were playing GTA 5. One, first of all, the cars handle better in general, so I wouldn't have probably flipped over from just running over the little beam that keeps the, what the fuck do you call it? Street light up. Also, in GTA 5, as ridiculous as it is, just even if you're completely on your back, I think, you can always roll your car over. Whereas with this one, you just don't. It's even better in San Andreas, where if you get your car to flip over, it'll just catch on fire and blow up. The second thing is that if that did happen in 5, I could just restart the mission without having to go back to Roman's place. But luckily, I trashed out pretty close to the depot anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But anyway, now we can actually focus on doing the cab part of this. And there's Twat. That's the internet cafe. We won't be going there for a little while, but that's one of the best parts of this game, in my opinion. One of the best additions from previous games that I feel like 5 probably could have expounded upon even more, but it really didn't. Also, before I forget, I was going to mention this in the Revenge of the Flying Dutchman LP because it has to do with SpongeBob, so it's a little bit more topical for that run than this one. Speaking of, like, going back and reevaluating the stories of things that I liked as a kid, I have, like, a semi-hot take about SpongeBob movie, the first one. From when I rewatched it recently. It's not really hot, but I don't know. I kind of want to share it. I don't know if I should do it in an LP video or like a video on my main channel or what, but let me know.
Where he wanted to go. Good, Niko, thanks. I can talk. See you soon.
Anyway, next time we'll continue picking up people in the cab. See you then.